Away they go to a good beginning. Hawker broke fast from the outside gate. Practical Move in the red very fast. Midnight Taxes there too. National Treasure, Gold Cap kicking through. There's 5 of them in a lineup here. Zio Joe is another one that's in there. Don Corleone now 4 lengths off the leaders. Massimo on the inside starting to make headway. Then comes Dr. Soulfire. Back to Musino, who's back second last, and Mix 2 is last. They run into the far turn. National Treasure now takes the lead. National Treasure kicks for home. Midnight Taxes on the far side. Practical Move in the red. On the inside, Massimo, and Massimo is coming nicely now all the way up to third to go after the leaders. Zio Joe is not finding it. Let's see, Hawker's a long way back and having to be ridden along. Hawker's about 8 off them, got some running to do. Top of the lane now, National Treasure along the inside and Practical Move in the red colors on the outside. These two kick on for home. National Treasure hanging on. Practical Move on the outside. Massimo down at the rail. Massimo has room if he's good enough. It's National Treasure hanging on to it. Massimo coming at him at the rail. National Treasure digs deep and National Treasure will win. National Treasure won it. Massimo was second. Practical Move third, and a flying Mix 2 came from last to get fourth.
The gate. And they're off in the American Pharaoh. And Cave Rock goes straight to the front. National Treasure up alongside. Skinner is close. Hijazi 4 wide into the first turn, but right up and on the pace. Odonata's just behind them. Gandolfini is down at the rail. And in between those two, Manchild, the distant early trailer is McNamara. Cave Rock in control early. Opens up 2. Hijazi, National Treasure, side by side, second and third. Skinner is widest of all, about 3 lengths off the pace. Then it's Manchild racing between rivals and Gandolfini at the rail. This group covered by just 3.5 or 4. A gap of 5 back to Odonata, who's then 5 in front of McNamara. Juan Hernandez and the undefeated Cave Rock with a half-mile left to go in the American Pharaoh. Showing the way by 2. National Treasure clearly second. Hijazi, Gandolfini is down at the rail. Another 2 lengths back to Skinner being pushed along. Manchild inside of him. 4 more to Odonata and McNamara. They're coming to the quarter pole behind Cave Rock, who's just been cruising along. Cave Rock turns for home with a 2-length lead. National Treasure running a good race on the outside second. He takes up the chase with a furlong left to go. Cave Rock by 3. National Treasure, Hijazi, and Gandolfini. It's all Bob Baffert in the American Pharaoh, but Cave Rock is at the head of the class. And Cave Rock, ultra impressive, stretching out successfully to win by almost 6 lengths in the American Pharaoh. National Treasure, Hijazi, and Gandolfini.
They're off with the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And it's on the inside, Hurricane J, who will take it to Cave Rock early on. The 2 of them go full tilt to that first turn. They're moving right along in the early stages here. Break of another 2 lengths more, and Forte saves ground on the inside of Curly Jack. National Treasure is 5th on the outside. Verifying has the rail that wound up. Blazing Sevens is 8 lengths off the lead as Cave Rock begins to take over onto the backstretch. At the back of the field are Lost Ark and Congruent. That first quarter mile, 22.9 seconds, and Cave Rock sticks his neck in front of the backstretch. Hurricane J tries to stick with him early, second by 1.5 lengths. And then comes Curly Jack running along in third. National Treasure is 4th on the outside, 2 lengths off of his stablemate, and 3 deep up the backstretch, past a 47.01 half mile. And then it's Forte together with Verifying, 3 lengths ahead of Congruent and Blazing Sevens. Lost Ark is second last, Wound Up is the trailer. Cave Rock is the leader. As the field makes their way for the far turn, he's a length and a half in front. And his stablemate is second now. National Treasure is second on the outside of Hurricane J. And then it's Curly Jack. Forte has come under a ride now. He's 5 lengths off the lead, being asked for more run, but he is picking up his stride, and he's going 3 wide, and he's coming up on the outside of National Treasure, and he's coming up after Cave Rock as they turn for home. Cave Rock cuts the corner. Forte on the outside. National Treasure between them. Verifying is next. Cave Rock is taken on here by Forte. The 2 of them coming down to the wire. Forte on the outside. Cave Rock along the rail. And Forte has upset Cave Rock to win the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Then it was National Treasure and Verifying. Forte and Arad Ortiz have done it in the Juvenile.
And they're off in the Sham Stakes. Very clean start. Reincarnate joined immediately by Spun Intended. Paxawallop came out with good speed, and National Treasure is down at the rail, coming through now to take third. Newgate is at the back of the field. Reincarnate sets the pace, prompted by Spun Intended, who's within a neck second. 2 more National Treasure inside Paxawallop. Paxawallop moves into third, and another 3 back to Newgate as they swing on to the backstretch. Reincarnate and Spun Intended. Spun Intended puts those red blinkers in front past the 5/8 pole. A length and a half, Paxawallop with National Treasure tucked in neatly and eager at the rail. Another 2 back to Newgate with a half-mile to run in the Sham. And it's Reincarnate and Spun Intended. They've been together since the gate opened. Paxawallop is 3 deep. National Treasure just inside of him. And 2 more to Newgate. There's been no change. Reincarnate a neck in front now of Spun Intended. Now it's a half length coming to the quarter pole. Newgate makes an early move with the yellow cap, and he joins the party. And National Treasure is in the thick of it as Paxawallop drops back. And now National Treasure angles to the outside as they come to the 16th pole. Newgate on the outside, and a resilient Reincarnate trying to fend him off. Reincarnate, Newgate, National Treasure, Reincarnate, and Juan Hernandez to take the Sham. Newgate was second, National Treasure finished third, and it was a long way back to Paxawallop in fourth. And they're off in the run-happy Santa Anita Derby. 1 in Vermilion sprints out of the gate, and Low Expectations comes away in second. 2 huge long shots setting the tempo early on. National Treasure comes away in third, and the favorite Practical Move, well spotted along the inside, about 4 lengths off the lead. It's another 2 back to Mandarin Hero, racing on the outside of Dazzle Me Silver. Skinner is 3 wide outside of that pair, and I don't get it at the back of the field. They passed the 6 furlong pole, and it's 1 in Vermilion by a length and a half. Low Expectations second by the same margin. National Treasure puts his head into third. Practical Move matches strides with him along the rail, and now takes that 3rd spot heading to the half-mile pole. Mandarin Hero is just 3.5 lengths off the speed. Dazzle Me Silver inches up inside of Skinner, and I don't get it at the back of a compact field. Less than a half-mile to go in the run-happy Santa Anita Derby. And 1 in Vermilion has been there throughout. Practical Move has room at the rail, moving closer effortlessly. And here's Practical Move within a head of the front runner. On the outside, there goes Skinner, and Skinner's making a bold early move with a 1/4 mile to go. National Treasure is just behind him. And now it's Practical Move squaring off with Skinner on the outside. Mandarin Hero running a valiant race. He's moving right into contention, splitting rivals with 1/8 mile to go. Practical Move a length. Mandarin Hero grinding away at him, and Skinner